Hey you guys, it's Friday night. Normally you'd be gearing up for the weekend, but every day is like the weekend now because you're home all the time. But nonetheless, I have a daily Devo for you guys. And I know it is a little later, but we wanted to still send it out to you guys. So 1 John chapter 1, verses 5 through 10, I want to read for you. So check this out. It says, "This is the message we have heard from him and declare from you. God is light. In him there is no darkness at all. If we claim to have fellowship with him and yet walk in darkness, we lie and do not live out the truth. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus, his son, purifies us from all sin." Actually, I'll just stop there. It's not saying if you walk in darkness or you struggle with this sin and you claim to be a Christian, you're really not. What it's saying is if you claim to have fellowship with God, yet you're not honest about the sin in your life, or you're not confessing it, or you're not being actively trying to push it out of your life, you're being a hypocrite. You're saying you have fellowship with God, but you're really walking in darkness, and especially moment by moment, right? So if you think about like in a relationship, like a friendship, if you say you're being faithful to your friend and you aren't talking about them behind their back to anybody, but yet behind their back you really are talking about them, it doesn't make any sense. If you claim to be a friend but you're stabbing somebody in the back, it doesn't work. It's the same thing with our relationship with the Lord. The service on Sunday, if you haven't watched it, not actually just youth group, you should watch that too, but the church service, Pastor Shuett spoke, was a missions-focused Sunday. And it was a lot on intentionality and being intentional to talk to people about our faith, about what Jesus has done for us. And in a very similar way, we need to be intentional to examine our hearts, examine our lives, and see what in there is not the way it should be. So our challenge for you guys is to think about what areas are you claiming fellowship with God, claiming purity, but actually really walking in darkness. I think during this season, there's actually a lot of struggle in sin, a lot of things that can build up in our lives and pull us away from the Lord. I don't know if you guys are hearing this right now, but there's a big thunderstorm rolling through as well. But there's a lot of sin that can creep in. So I want to challenge you guys to examine your hearts. Are there things in there that shouldn't be the way they are? Then if so, I want to challenge you to confess that to somebody. Talk to a leader, talk to a friend. It takes boldness and courage to do that, but it's the only way you'll really overcome it. Talk to a parent. That's a great thing if you have the courage to do that. That's it. I have zucchini bread in the oven because I tried to cut a cucumber early and realized it was a zucchini. So I made a bread out of it. Great. Love you guys. Hopefully see you soon. Remember, youth group on Sunday.